A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle. Gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Forward. Yo.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
DC, ready? DC.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Jackson will keep it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready?
From his end zone, Willis. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, this one, CD, an interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle 2022? A playoff team, and the Rams, they took a dip, but renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of optimism, and 14 picks used in the NFL draft. The Rams think they can be back a lot quicker.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From his own end zone, here's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Going to run again here with Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Willis.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Powers ahead at the 45. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Willis.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard.
And some room to run now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Come on, come on. Hey. Let's go.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, they got success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on third down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadline.
There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
He'll buy some time right.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so they'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis now off of play action.
Rolling to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down and 4.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready?
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Second and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a second and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Jackson now. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Cedric Wilson, 34 yards.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Willis to throw.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Downs going in motion left.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown! DJ Moore. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They toss it down to Pollard.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Out of the gun again to Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. They complete it to Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7. And down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that gets them a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the 2nd quarter. But since we're in the 4th, still 2 scores down, the question would be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
would put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. A good pickup there at 22.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Decision there that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. He got outside the pocket there trying to